The process to select the new Pakistan Army chief, often considered the most powerful figure in that country, is now gathering pace. The incumbent Army chief, General Qamar Bajwa, is set to retire on the 29th of November. Bajwa has already ended all speculation about him getting another extension. While speaking at an event in Washington last month, he made it clear he was going to retire as scheduled. 6 possible candidates to replace General Bajwa have been shortlisted, and the list has been sent to the office of the Prime Minister. So who are these 6 candidates? Let's have a look. The first one is Lieutenant General Asim Munir, the senior-most among the lot. At the moment, he serves as the Quartermaster General of the Pakistan Army, a position which looks after supplies for the army. The second contender is Lieutenant General Sahir Shamshad Mirza. A 3-star general, he is currently the commander of Rawalpindi Corps. The third name doing the rounds is that of Lieutenant General Azhar Abbas, the current Chief of General Staff. Previously, he commanded the 10 Corps, an army wing which operates solely in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. His experience in POK has, in fact, many believe, made him the front-runner. The fourth name in circulation is of Lieutenant General Nauman Mahmood, a 3-star general. He's worked closely with foreign intelligence agencies, including the CIA, during America's withdrawal from Afghanistan. At the moment, he is the president of Pakistan's National Defense University. The fifth contender is Lieutenant General Faiz Hamid, a 3-star general. He's one of the most widely discussed contenders among the competitors for the top office. He has served as the Director General at the ISI, the country's intelligence service. At the moment, he is the commander of the Bahawalpur Corps of the Pakistan Army. There is one more name that is on the list of potential contenders, Lieutenant General Muhammad Amir, a close confidant of the current Army Chief, General Bajwa, and a former military secretary to Pakistan's president. His friendship with Bajwa has made him a front-runner. Now, Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif has summoned the Federal Cabinet special meeting tomorrow. Although the agenda for the Cabinet meeting is not yet known, but according to sources, it's widely expected that the matter related to the key appointment of the Army Chief will be discussed. On the 25th of November, Shehbaz Sharif will visit Turkey for a 2-day visit, and the next Army Chief's name is expected to be finalized before that. During this visit, Shehbaz Sharif will inaugurate a frigate built by Pakistan Navy in cooperation with Turkey. He will also hold meetings with the business community in the country. According to sources, Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif will also meet with his brother and former Pakistan Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif while he visits Turkey. This meeting assumes significance as it comes ahead of Imran Khan's long march reaching Rawalpindi, where the ousted Prime Minister is expected to announce his next course of action. Well, a lot of speculation around who is likely to be selected as Pakistan's next army chief. As we said, arguably the most powerful figure in that country, more powerful than many prime ministers put together, some might argue. Of course, General Bajwa, the current incumbent, as we said, retires on the 29th of November. And even though he and his predecessors have on multiple occasions claimed that they have nothing to do with politics in that country, it is widely believed both in Pakistan and internationally that the institution of the army in Pakistan is the most powerful and important one. All right, for the very latest on this story, let's now go across to our Pakistan Bureau Chief, Anas Malik. Anas, for the benefit of our viewers, if you could just put into perspective how the Pakistan Army Chief is usually selected. We know that there are 6 contenders in the fray. Is it a decision that's made solely by the Prime Minister of Pakistan? How important is the opinion of the outgoing Army Chief?
Well, the outgoing army chief and the coalition partners, they do hold weightage, but that's just an opinion. It boils down to the point what the Prime Minister has to say. Whatever he thinks, whoever he decides gets to be the next army chief. The procedure is that the Prime Minister's office writes to the Ministry of Defense in the run-up to the retirement of the incumbent army chief and the Ministry of Defense and seeks the profiles of the front runners or the contenders for the position. Usually top 5 names are sent. That's what the precedence has been, and then the Prime Minister gets to choose that among those 5 names, or he can ask for more names as well. The Ministry of Defence sends that letter from the PMO to the general headquarters, that is the army headquarters, and then the GHQ sends the summary of those 5, 6 or maybe more names, or maybe lesser, with their dossier of profiles to the Ministry of Defence, that is its line ministry, and then the Ministry of Defence again puts it back to the Prime Minister's office. The Prime Minister deliberates with the Defence Minister, with his kitchen cabinet and his close confidants, and in the run-up to the retirement of the incumbent army chief, that is when the announcement is made. Previously, 6 years back when we saw this announcement, that was done 2 days prior to the handover. That was on the 27th of November. This time again, we're seeing it being done presumably at least 5 or 6 days before, prior to the retirement of the incumbent army chief. A summary has been sent from the GHQ to the Ministry of Defence, and it has been duly received by the Prime Minister's office. It has now been confirmed. There was a lot of drama around that summary, but it is now confirmed that the summary has indeed been received. Both the PMO and the Defence Ministry has confirmed. We're seeing today that a meeting of the coalition partners is to be held at the PMO, a parliamentary leaders meeting, and then tomorrow a meeting of the Federal Cabinet is due. Special meeting of the Federal Cabinet is due without an agenda. Well, there is an agenda point, and the agenda point is not known as yet, but it is very, very widely speculated that the decision to the appointment of the new army chief will be ratified in that very meeting.
All right. It is widely expected, Anas, that this decision is going to be taken before Shehbaz Sharif leaves for Turkey. But one final question before we let you leave. Is this process, or the selection of the next Pakistan Army Chief, likely to be, in a sense, impacted by Imran Khan's long march as it winds its way to Rawalpindi, given how critical Imran Khan has been of even the army in the recent past?
Well, I'll break your question down into 2 bits, or the answer down into 2 bits. One, the impact Imran Khan's long march has had, yes. The government widely, or presumably prima facie, they say they fear that this is an anti-army campaign or anti-army tirade, or to make this appointment controversial. Therefore, the government is hurrying up a bit. Imran Khan is due on the 26th in Rawalpindi, and the government said that they will be announcing the army chief before or on the 25th, and we're seeing that most likely this announcement can be made as early as tomorrow, the 24th of November. So that's a preemptive strike. That is number one. Number two, the influence Imran Khan's campaign has had, I don't think so, because primarily Imran Khan had himself been somebody who had been a beneficiary of the system. So the government wants this to be seen as an impartial decision, not being afflicted upon due to Imran Khan's tirade, both that it goes anti-military and against the government as well. Therefore, the government's emphasis has been time and again that this decision is a prerogative of the Prime Minister, and only the Prime Minister will be going ahead and taking his considerations and making the decisions, and not taking the opposition into confidence on this.
All right. So clearly this is a political war that will continue in Pakistan, even as the people of that country await this critical decision by the Shehbaz Sharif government. Thanks very much, Anas, for getting us all those details.